Hey buddy, it's Crazy Guitar 4 and welcome back to some more Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. In the last one, we went through All-Star mode, running through as Duck Hunt, our first character of the third row of fighters. This time around, though, we're going to be heading through All-Star mode, going in as Kirby, everyone's favorite puffball, on hard difficulty as per usual, and we're gonna be going with my personal favorites, the Dark Kirby skin. This one just, I don't know, it's just cool. It's very reminiscent of Meta Knight, and yeah, we're gonna be running with today. That's the one we're gonna be looking like in today's episodes. I'm hoping for some good stuff today's episodes. Primarily just because I like Kirby a lot. He's a fun character. I've never, you know, really mained the character in any Smash game, but I have at least like had experience playing Kirby, and he's always been a lot of fun. I've always had so much enjoyment playing as Kirby in various different Smash games, especially like Brawl and Smash 4 in particular. But yeah, Kirby's a very fun character, and I feel like he has a lot of tools to be able to pull out a good win and actually, like, you know, work well in All-Star mode. He is kind of almost in a way kind of like a character that, like, you know, you want to get a lot of damage on your opponents first and then send them flying with an attack, but he does have some pretty strong smash attacks to utilize. So like, that's good enough for me. As long as your smash attacks are strong enough to where I can, like, you know, work to where you are like a great character for All-Star mode, I'll take that. You know what I mean? Like that's all I really need to do well. And the back air too. The back air is gonna be a phenomenal move to get KOs with. And occasionally, maybe not always, but occasionally be able to spike with the down air. That's gonna be a lot of fun as well. So Kirby's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited to play as Kirby today. So let's freaking do it. I mean, like, our first match went by very well. I feel. So let's see how these further matches continue on. Kirby is a pretty interesting case, just like in terms of how good, how viable, I guess, the character was throughout all of Smash Brothers, right? We had the first Smash game, Smash 64, where Kirby was like top tier, top of the line, literally second best character in the game, just like second to Pikachu. He was amazing in 64. It's kind of sucks though, because like when Melee came around, he dropped so heavily in viability. He became like one of the worst, if not the worst character in Melee. I think nowadays people do like kind of are slowly turning around with Kirby and like are saying maybe he's not the worst character in the game. They're going more so like for Bowser or something. But like, yeah, Kirby is just not a good character in Melee, and it's kind of a shame that he fell off so hard once Melee came around. Brawl, I think he got a little bit better. At least I feel. Whenever I play Kirby in Brawl, I don't know what it is, but he always feels like a really good, enjoyable character to play as. I know I have some friends who do like sort of play Brawl Kirby, and I can see why. Like, Brawl Kirby has a lot to him that makes him really solid. I still don't think he's a really good character. I don't think he's ever gonna be to get to his Smash 64 viability ever again, but he's kind of been pulling stuff out a little bit here and there in like Brawl and Smash 4 and Ultimate. He's kind of like been in the same like average sort of tier in all three of these games, which does kind of suck. But again, like, Kirby's never gonna return to his old former glory, which I guess maybe makes sense because like he was kind of a bit crazy in Smash 64, for being honest. He was a little crazy, but so was Pikachu, and like Pikachu got like easily back to his former glory in Ultimate. Pikachu was like almost like one of the best characters in Ultimate for the longest time, until some patches I think like nerfed him, or even like we just got like more characters, so like that kind of messed things up a little bit with his usability. But yeah, Kirby just hasn't, I feel like, just has been shafted a little bit from like that top tier, from just being a really good character compared to some characters like Pikachu, who actually like sort of came back to their former glory from 64. At the same time, I'm pretty sure Pikachu even had like a while where he was just like struggling. I'm pretty sure like Melee Pikachu is actually pretty damn good. Melee actually has a really good iteration of Pikachu for sure. Brawl and Smash 4 Pikachu are a little bit interesting. I don't think they're all that good. I know we're talking about Pikachu in the Kirby episode, but like, it kind of like just happened. it's fitting for what it is. Yeah, Pikachu is kind of like in the same vein as Kirby in like Smash 4 and Brawl, where it's kind of just like average character at best, not really like super good, super like top of the line, but not really like insanely terrible, you know, so just like middle of the road, just kind of like does his thing, and that's kind of like about it. But yeah, it's I'm glad at least like Ultimate lets some characters, let old characters like shine a bit. Like I know, obviously we mentioned Pikachu, I know, who else was there? Who else is like, who used to be like really good, fell off a good bit, and then like came back to like, you know, normal? I want to say Ness, but I feel like Ness just like isn't as a character that's just consistently been like pretty okay, pretty average, but just like consistently got better and better as the series progressed. Falcon maybe, but Falcon was only like bad in Brawl. Falcon at least like only had the one bad game. Everything else is like fantastic, phenomenal. If anything, he's actually a little bit worse in Ultimate than he is in Smash 4, which doesn't make much sense, but like you can kind of see it. I mean, like that's just how it is. Tier list wise, especially, a lot worse in that game. Alright, now we're in this one, the 4th match. I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna go for a Fairy Bottle, and let's see how it goes. Kirby's playing really fun. I'm enjoying playing as Kirby. Playing on Lilat, interesting. I feel like we never play on this one, but I'll take it. I will certainly take this one for sure. Get out of here, Falco. I saw you trying to go for that side B. Oh, come on, and of course he lives too. That's so sad. Forward smash. Oh, you saw that? That beautiful timing on Fox's side B. He even like try it, it just happened. So I'm just that goated. I'm the goat. Careful. Oh, I'm trying to go for spikes right now. I'm just trying to live. There we go. There goes Meta Knight. If I could actually like spike DDD. Oh, I footstooled him. It's not gonna be enough though. Especially since DDD has a little rigor recovery. These are another interesting. I mean, we're gonna play as DDD next episode. Like DDD is another fun one that I feel like has always been like pretty alright in like every Smash game. He was amazing in Brawl. Like for some reason Brawl DDD was like on another level. But he kind of like fell off a little bit in Smash 4 and Ultimate, but he's still like really good in both games. Very, very formidable heavyweight character to use and go up against. Nice, okay, double kill on those two. Man, Kirby is kind of pulling in the work. I can't even hate. I can't even lie. He is putting in the freaking work. And I'm actually having a huge amount of fun with this character. Alright, I'm gonna go for M Tomato. Play a little safe. No reason not to. We only have 3 matches left, 3 Haley items. We'll make it work. Alright. Okay, Kirby. Kirby is a name that you know. I wish I could play more Kirby games. There's a few more I'm still like in the middle of wanting to play through. Like it's primarily just like side Kirby games essentially. So stuff like Canvas, I think I mentioned this before, but stuff like Canvas Curse, Mass Attack, Rainbow Curse, and of course the Epic Yarn remake. I think Epic Yarn is actually considered like a side Kirby game, not really mainline. But yeah, all those games I mean, to me, all those games do feel like mainline Kirby games, even though they're very different, they play very differently. To me, I do consider them mainline Kirby games. Honestly, I do. The more like side type of Kirby games would be like, you know, Dream Course, Star Stacker, stuff like that, right? Those Kirby Fighters, like those would be more side Kirby games compared to like Epic Yarn and Epic Canvas Curse. So those have like full-on like stories, you know, story modes and whatnot. Like they have like the whole gist of like what a mainline Kirby game typically has. So to me personally, they are mainline Kirby games, but just I guess in some people's eyes, they're not really considered. They're like maybe side mainline games. So like mainline, but like on the side, if that makes any sort of sense whatsoever. But I still gotta play through a lot of those. I really want to, because I've played through like a majority of the series at this point. I really have. But just like those small few of them, like the little handful of games, of Kirby games that I have not touched yet. Or those I have, like I played a little bit of Mass Attack on the channel like a while ago as like a first play. And it was fun from what I did play, but that's like all I played. To this day, that's all I played of that game, which is kind of a shame because I really want to play some more of it. It looks like a lot of fun. It's a very interesting take on a Kirby game, where like Kirby's like split into I think 10 pieces or something, and you have to like, they don't play like Kirby naturally would. You have to like latch onto opponents with those multiple Kirbys. And do damage that way. So it's pretty cool. It's very, very interesting, but I really do want to play some more of it for sure. And of course, you know, Canvas Curse and Rainbow Curse are two very intriguing games too. It's like another one where it's like, you don't play like a typical Kirby kind of adventure where you're playing the game, you're inhaling abilities and whatnot. Oh, give me that, give me that, give me that. Yo, can you piss off? Get out of here. You're literally just a ball. Your Kirby turned into a ball and you have to like, draw lines and like work through the stage that way, which I think is really, really cool, very, very unique. Yeah, very, very different take on the Kirby games for sure. But I definitely two games I really want to try out. And then the Epic Yarn remake. I played Epic Yarn. Nice, another freaking stone kill or a shield break. But I played Epic Yarn like quite a amount of years ago, almost like 10-ish years ago at this point. I got it for my birthday from like one of my friends. He like gifted it to me. And I played it one summer and I had a blast with that game. Epic Yarn was so much freaking fun. Holy crap. I know it detoured, I guess, from the typical Kirby series and like how the games usually go, as per usual, right? Where like you use the yarn to like, you know, do the stuff. You don't actually inhale or anything or float, or like, you know, fly up like Kirby usually does with like his infinite jumps. He like actually, you know, it's very interesting, but it's a lot of fun. A really, really cool take on a Kirby game. And there's a 3DS remake called, I think, Extra Epic Yarn that I really want to try out. I don't think I actually own the game right now, but I want to get it at some point, and actually like, you know, play it. Because I know it's like, it's just the main game, it's just Epic Yarn, but just expanded upon by a little bit. I think it adds some extra levels, maybe, if I'm not mistaken, and like maybe other stuff. I forget exactly what it adds to the game, but I know it adds some things that it's just really cool. It does kind of suck though that it's like, it is a remake that did come out, I think in like 2016, 2017, maybe like 2017, 2018 actually. Very late into like the 3DS's life cycle, and yet they still made it a 3DS game and not a Switch game. You know, it's kind of stupid that they didn't do it, that they did it that way, but what can you do? But hey, we're at the end here, so that's my Kirby talk. But hey, I mean, Kirby hit 3 million points. We got 2 new moves as well. Meteor Stone for Kirby, and apparently we got Stunning Straight Lunge for Mac, which is a pretty interesting one. But yeah, that's Kirby. That Ultra Sword Kirby Final Smash trophy just looks so cool. I love the Ultra Sword. It's one of my favorite additions to the Kirby series, and like them having it as a Final Smash in Smash Brothers is just so freaking cool. I love it. I love that addition. I remember seeing it for the first time when Kirby's Final Smash was revealed. I'm like, damn, I love that. The Kirby's Return to Dreamland is like one of my favorite games of all time too. So like that really like, you know, that really helped me and like being like, damn, I want to play Kirby now a bit more, or at least like play his Final Smash, you know, and utilize his Final Smash. But yeah, I mean, Kirby's All-Star Mode run-through, that was a lot of fun. Kirby is one of those characters, I mentioned this many times before, but I've always liked the character. No matter what Smash game it is, I always see myself playing the character from time to time. Maybe not always in like Melee, for example, but still. In like the other Smash games, I still like to play Kirby here and there. He's still a huge, huge joy to just play. In any Smash game. I know, I mentioned my boy Jeff, he mains Kirby, or like he has Kirby as one of his best characters in essentially every single Smash game. He is like a die-hard Kirby player in Smash Brothers, which, you know, I commend him for. Even like through Kirby's, you know, amazingness and his, you know, and his terribleness, he still plays the character like to this day and just like never gives up on him, which I find very commendable, and I respect that. I think Kirby's might be like one of the only characters he even like really plays in Melee, funny enough. Yeah, one of the worst characters in the game, and like the only one he actually plays. But to be fair, he doesn't really play Melee all too much anyway, so like I guess it kind of makes sense. Just go for someone that you're like, you know, you're comfortable with and that you know how to play already, so it's like, you know, it won't be too new or weird to like try and like pick up someone totally different from like your playstyle. So Kirby fits well in his playstyle, and I respect him for like continuing to still play the character to this day. So yeah. But yeah, Kirby, still a lot of fun. Definitely should pick him up. I mean, he's a good bit like beginner character too, so that actually helps a lot. Like anyone can really pick up Kirby and get pretty decent with him. So yeah, it just works extremely well. There we go, not bad. Pretty interesting image in the background too. Nice, Kirby, nice. Mennonite Kirby. Okay, clean. I like the slicing of the end tomato at the very end there. Very, very fitting for Kirby for sure. All right, let's check out the trophy real quick. See what we got for Ultra Sword. For Kirby's final smash, he swings a sword that's way bigger than he is. If the first swing hits, he'll keep going with a combo of lightning fast slices, dealing tons of damage. For the last swing, the sword grows even larger and launches any victims. Make sure that first swing happens though, or nothing else will happen. And of course, you know, nothing in the Pearson section. Could have easily done Kirby's Return to Dreamland, but I digress. Anyways, that is it for today's episode of Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. Also, just really cool looking trophy. In the next one, we're going to be heading through All-Star Mode as the next of the Kirby series of the Kirby characters. That, of course, being King DDD, another fun heavyweight fighter, which I cannot wait to try out in All-Star Mode. So let's see how it goes. But anyways, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Social media, including the Twitch and all the other channels, are of course down in the description. And I will see you guys in the next one. Pop-Tart out.